I can do this without dying. So anyway, I'm in the truck, got the dirt bike, kind of loaded up, going over to a friend's house. We go and compare our builds. He's got an Mx-650, this one's an Sx-500, so yeah, it's going down. Alright, so, ready to work on this old BMW. Just kidding. 350Z. Just kidding. Say what up, Mike.
Well, I took the front wheel off. This side wasn't moving at all. So when I got the axle out, the wheel literally shot off the bike. So now we're trying to figure out why this side doesn't work.
Something no good.
Yeah.
Very good. Maybe okay. Shit.
Yep.
So I kind of brought my bike over just in comparison, kind of A and B the two while they're right next to each other. It's a lot easier than comparing specs on the fucking internet. But at the same time, they're pretty much the same bikes. Obviously, most of the parts are sold for Mx-500, Mx-650, and Sx-500. Yeah. So we need to figure out what's going on inside of this tube. There's probably something maybe stuck in there. Have you shined a light down there yet?
Yeah, it looks like one of the bushings on this side is like falling apart.
Well, clearly this one works.
Yeah, that one works.
So, I don't know.
Trying to get all the
We'll investigate and report back. So, we're kind of looking at the two rear wheels. I think they're exactly the same size. On paper, they say that they're the same size. It's kind of hard to tell because mine has the black rim and the green hub, and his is chromey boy all the way through. But and maybe your tire does look a little bit bigger too, which is a possibility. Yours is a 2.510. Yeah, now. What's mine?
Look at the chain wheel compared.
Yeah, something's definitely different. I'm gonna just see. Let me see. What's my tire size? It doesn't say on this tire. It's got to. Where you at? I'ma find it. Oh, right here. Well, it says 2.5-10. So it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
This is his front rim, though, which is supposedly a 16 on paper. However, the rear is a 14, which is a 10-inch rim. So I don't know how the fuck they're measuring this, but it's definitely bigger. Might as well just put it up next to mine. It's taller, bigger. Interesting. Mike thinks he's gonna try to find another front that's the same size as this one to match, because the looks we kind of been looking for and seeing is something like that, matching wheel size
With street tires.
with some street tires, of course. Probably some thicky boys, because that one dude, I think he had 3.5-inch ones and they were like nice. So so as it turns out, this right here, if you can see it, it's got a broken chunk off of it. Had two pieces come off and they somehow got wedged in there, and it was just completely jamming up the fork entirely. And now that we've removed the debris there, this started springing back normal again. These things are not very complicated. It's literally just a spring with two plastic cups essentially that guide it in place. It's got a long bolt that goes through so it doesn't let it go all the way out, and that's basically it. So as we were talking, we both want to like lower our foot pegs, since we're going to be adding forks probably and raising our fronts, and also adding a longer shock in the rear to make the rear kind of come up. We're going to probably end up like cutting it right here and just re-tubing in that little chunk that's missing, and then making some sort of block or whatever we need to make our, however, probably 2 inches lower. and then we'll just re-weld this whole system back right onto that block. So yeah, he actually just got some CRF plastics, and they're waiting for him at his parents' house because he doesn't like shipping shit to his house because it's sketch. But we're gonna go get those and test fit those on this as well and see what's up with that. So yeah. About to leave my windows down and shit like a fucking moron. Hey, it's hard to do from this side. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to go around anyway because I can't do the other side. God damn it. Look how slow this window is. Come on, you motherfucker. Oh shit. This one's way quicker. Boom. So we got a box full of fairings now, and we're gonna see if we can't rip the shit off of this bike and fit them, kind of, or just roughly fit them, and see what we're dealing with as far as mounting shit. Maybe welding a bracket here and there. Seems that the guides, since they're broke, probably might be fucked up. Might not let him put that back in there, but he's gonna do it anyway. I already know he is.
We'll figure it out.
May need to get the old 3D printer fired up and get you some new ones printed.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty haggard looking if you look at it. Let me see that. Looks like it like shaved this whole side, or no, that's how it actually looks. Normal. I think they're just chipped on the front. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe
yeah.
Someone has taken this apart.
Yep, maybe. And they tried to fix it from the chunks. It didn't sound good. However, it does look a little bit better as far as putting the fork back in there.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about what's on the other side too, it's just a cup.
Right.
So. Uh-oh.
Just to see, like, just to see how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, my tensioner on mine was like all jacked up, ass backwards, so I didn't know what it was supposed to look like, so I had to literally watch videos to figure out what it was supposed to look like. We're having technical difficulties putting this thing back in. We can't seem to get... Oh, wow, I almost dropped the camera. That was great. We basically can't get the bolt to go back in. It's being a mega bitch. He got it one time.
But then I couldn't get the tools off.
But then, yeah, couldn't get the actual tools out. So, yeah, we're still trying to figure out how the fuck to do this. Once we do, we're stripping them down, and we were putting all these plastics on. And started breaking them out already. Basically got tail fender, whatever, in the front number plate. Looks like the back fenders. Front fender, a seat. He got the seat kit too, which is about the same size as the actual stock Razor seat if you compare them. So, kind of cool. And then you got your left and right fairing. Should look pretty cool. Are you gonna paint the frame?
Absolutely.
Yeah, get rid of the yellow.
Yeah.
So,
Probably just paint it like gloss black.
yeah, I mean, that's probably the move. Gloss black it up. Yeah. We need to probably do a bunch of more shit too once we figure out what the hell breaks and whatever problems we encounter here. We're both kind of flying blind. We've only watched like YouTube videos, so we don't know really shit about these things. And I have watched a shit ton of YouTube videos, so I know a lot from what I've seen, but I'm still finding out things. Like, for instance, on my last video too, I drilled the holes in the frame, but then I seen some guy and all he did was literally take a 1/4-inch drill bit on the other side of like here where the screw head is, and he basically, here, I'll just come around this side so you can see. He basically just took the screw head and drilled a hole about halfway into the actual end plate here, and it just countersunk the screw completely. And I don't even know why I didn't think of that, but that's an easy way to get rid of, because it was hard to drill these two holes in here because it's so tight between the two swing arm pieces. I've also decided that I'm either just going to cut this thing completely off, because what is it for? It's like side brace. It's not really bracing anything, I feel like, and it's blocking my holes. So I may have to actually move this wire as well because I'm going to do that 3D printed fan setup thing. I think we both are, so. Interesting. I don't know. We'll find out. Damn it. I heard it fall back in there again.
It's just gotta, it's not falling into like
where it needs to go.
Yeah.
Alright, so pause for the cause. Hopefully we figure this shit out. Because we're going to strip down his entire electronics, I think, too.
We're stupid.
Why?
I just...
Tell me, because now I want to know.
I can make the bolt go through the bottom hole.
Oh. Yeah, we are stupid. That's the cheat code, for sure. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah. Now put the tool in it before you push it back through the... I guess it won't. It probably already fell in the hole where it's supposed to go. He had to rig up a tool, obviously, because it's pretty long to get down in there.
Yeah, I did not have a 18-inch...
I mean, who the hell has a fucking 18-inch...
quarter-inch extension?
Extension. It's ridiculous. Like, buy a specialty tool just for your shitty razor forks.
Yeah. That I'm probably going to replace anyway.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So we gave up on the fork thing for now, since the screw's being a bitch and won't let us actually get the Allen on the head of the bolt now to actually even just get it to spin. And we did it one time and got it stuck jammed on sideways, and then we had to take the whole thing apart again, and it was a nightmare trying to get the actual two pieces out of there. So now we started moving on to mounting some of these new fenders, and trying the front fender obviously first, and kind of just rough test fit off rip. It looks close to the original fender, but then these two back pins, I guess, that come out of here are a little bit narrower than the holes that are there, so Mike just took a drill bit and kind of moved it over. It's kind of hard to see on camera.
We like forced it in, and it actually imprinted
where it is.
Where I needed to be drilled at.
Yeah. I do that with a lot of shit at work too, and just like knock it into it until it like, oh, that's where our bump stop goes.
Yeah.
So now we have to drill out a one hole basically for this nut on the bottom of here that's not in the fender. There's no hole at all. So we just got to drill a hole for that bad boy to sit flush. And we're in there like swimwear. Mike's going to use a little hole saw since we didn't have anything else. So
yeah, it's a little bit
YOLO.
Bigger. A little bigger than I wanted it to be.
Whatever, it'll work.
Shit,
you'll never see it. It'll be fine. Oh, yeah. He's sending it. I was gonna say maybe make it go forward a little bit since the hole's so big. I trust you. Whatever. Be alright. It's only the back of it. It's in the back. Yeah, you can't see it.
Boom.
It still covers anyway. I was thinking your hole was gonna go past the actual fork, which it might if you upgrade your forks. Whatever. Buy another $30 kit just for the front fender.
Right.
Oh no, there's a beetle on me. Welcome to Florida. Bye-bye. Alright, we're gonna flip this bitch over. Take the rest of the stock electronics and plastics and shit off.
Yep.
Let's do it. So, bolt, bolt, bolt. 2 in the back, and hopefully this thing will come off. Slide back, I think. It's probably a slide back. Another bolt we're missing somewhere. Perhaps a side bolt. Maybe it goes forward and we're retarded.
Definitely slides. No, it definitely slides back.
Missing a bolt somewhere. Gotta be.
Right. It's like all the way like under here.
How's that possible? Yeah, rip it off. We don't need those. Where we're going.
Oh, there's one more in the back.
That's just the gas tank, though. You don't even need that. Just for the gas tank part.
It's attached to the front bearings.
Is it? This piece should just come off, no?
It's got 2 bolts in the front. I can see them. For now, we'll take this out.
Yeah.
Just get everything out of the way.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to take out these 2 top guys.
It's almost like a smaller shock than what's on mine. Maybe it's the same. It's hard to tell. You gonna take the shock off?
What am I doing?
Yeah, they're smaller. Eh. It is weird that yours has 2 adjustments. I wonder what they're for. The first one must be for little like riders and not as heavy, and then the next one must make it, you know, the one it's on is probably for the heaviest rider.
Right.
Or is it? I'm not sure now. Technically, the linear movement is going this way, right? If we go up to this one, I think it actually makes it stiffer. It's on the loosest setting, so in... Ooh.
Yep, the battery's all swollen.
Yeah.
Just like we thought.
Swelled up. They're not too bad. They swelled to the size of the cases, it looks like, which is a good thing they have metal straps. Sweet. So plan is to just rip all this crap out of here. We're gonna have to cut his frame here since mine doesn't have this, and cut his frame here to get rid of this upper battery bracket thing. But that's pretty much it. Get rid of all the old electronics. None of it's gonna be worth anything. Okay, looks like all the batteries are just strapped in here and here. Easy peasy.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna rip it apart. We'll be back. So, we were defeated tonight, but we finally got the front fork and wheel back on. So, we're gonna go back at it tomorrow and test fit some plastics. Yeah. And we're back. Next day, brought G with me. So, he got this thing chopped off already. Did a good job, because can't even tell it was there. Yeah. So, I was trying to figure out how to assemble the plastics, and one thing that he just pointed out to me that nobody ever talks about is the fact that the plastics come with one side of the fairings humped out for the exhaust for the muffler to come through. Nobody ever talks about that on the CRF plastics, but looks like he's almost got it completely together here, so we shall see what it looks like on the bike. What do you think, G? Just to recap the 2 frames, you know, side by side here, things that we noticed. It has a front bar on the Mx-650 instead of like the little side support like this guy has, but I don't have a front bar. But I've also noticed now that this hoop right here kind of comes up taller, where his has like a box added on to make it as tall. Kind of cool. Other than that, they're pretty much the same thing. Same exact length for the swing arm, even though they're different. Motor placement is about the same distance away from the wheel. All that. You done?
Maybe.
I mean...
As good as it's probably gonna get. The tank fits a little weird. So, might have to massage that a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dad, I want to show you something.
Interesting.
Dad, I want to show you something.
Alright, so we got this thing on there. He did have to do some kind of finagling and trimming back here for this rear fender, and might do some more work on that to get it to fit a little bit better. But the front here, he managed to get this screws here to line up with the factory tank hole screws somehow, and I don't even know how the hell he did that. Drilling the holes at an angle, I guess. And it looks way better than the factory plastics. Overall, I'd say it fits pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for $40 eBay kit, you can't really beat it.
For the amount of money that he spent on the actual plastics, much better than factory. He's gonna try to do maybe something with some acetone and get rid of this Razor logo, because it'd be a lot cooler black. He did buy the optional seat that came with the kit too, but to make it work was kind of a lot more work than just rocking the stock seat for now. So we shall see. step ones are done. He's gonna start ordering some shit like me, and pretty soon my controller should be here, and I should be getting some batteries soon, and we'll be ready to rip. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna load my shit up. And yeah, we'll take it there.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, peace. See y'all.